Hi and welcome to this 3CX presentation. My name is James and today I'd like to present to you 3CX's brand new product, 3CX Mobile Device Manager. We believe this product is a perfect complement to 3CX phone system as it will allow 3CX to not only grow more aggressively in total, but will also allow us to sell more phone systems because of product and marketing synergies. In this presentation, we'll review what mobile device management is, the size of the market, and we'll also take a look at 3CX Mobile Device Manager itself, its key features and unique selling points, as well as looking at the roadmap and channel strategy. Okay, so let's start off by looking at some real-world examples of why mobile device management is definitely needed. With $7 million worth of mobile phones being lost every day in the United States and over 300 devices being stolen in London each day, businesses simply can't afford to have their sensitive data, such as confidential client emails and their attachments, as well as contact details, falling into the wrong hands. According to the Global Mobile Data Forecast, mobile devices will outnumber people by the end of 2013. Computerworld stated that a recent study revealed 2 out of 3 companies are struggling in terms of not only defining but enforcing IT and corporate policies around mobile devices. The study also showed that 28% of companies surveyed reported a data breach because of a mobile device. The conclusion is that mobile device management is the best way to centrally secure and manage mobile devices. Osterman Research has shown a steep uptrend of companies deploying mobile devices within their workforce, with a predicted 33% of US employees using company apps and having confidential corporate data on their devices by the end of 2013. Their research also shows us that the annual IT labor costs to manage a device will cost companies roughly $399 per user. 14% of IT administrators spend an entire day managing mobile devices. These stats show us just how vital mobile device management is. In 2010, Gartner reported that the MDM market was at $200 million. Today, VisionGain estimates the market to hit $3.5 billion by 2016, which is an increase of 1,650%. Forrester thinks this value is a little conservative, predicting a staggering 3,300% increase to $6.6 billion by just 2015. ABI Research predicts a 5,400% increase by 2016, meaning the market would be worth a staggering $11 billion. That's a huge market, and 3CX Mobile Device Manager presents a fantastic opportunity for all 3CX partners to secure a piece of the action and increase their revenue. Businesses can reclaim control over their mobile devices with 3CX Mobile Device Manager, as they can secure their corporate data, find and track, manage and control their Android and iOS devices with our new, easy-to-use and affordable MDM solution. The number one advantage is that 3CX Mobile Device Manager will only be sold via our 3CX partners. 3CX Mobile Device Manager differentiates itself from the competition as it's easier to set up and use. It's affordable, unlike some other cumbersome MDM solutions. It's also platform independent. There's a hosted version, with the on-site version coming soon. We'll now take a closer look at these unique selling points. You can set up the hosted version really easily. Simply sign up at mobiledevicemanager.com/signup and install the 3CX MDM agent via Google Play or via the Apple App Store. The customer is up and running in literally minutes. Compare that to the competition, which takes days or even months. 3CX Mobile Device Manager is also easy to use. It has an easy-to-understand web-based interface that allows you to easily manage the devices and see their location on Google Maps. Deploying the client to the mobile devices is done in minutes. This compares very well to the competition, which in many cases even requires contacting the vendor for each mobile device. 3CX Mobile Device Manager is platform independent. It works with Android smartphones and tablets, as well as iOS-based devices such as iPhones and iPads, and Windows 7 and 8 computers. This is very important since it's difficult to get staff to use the same devices across the company. Some MDM solutions focus on iOS only, while others concentrate on Android. For example, Apple and Google both have basic MDM platforms, but obviously they only work with their own devices. Current MDM products are quite expensive. The chart shows the yearly price of MDM solutions. A company with 25 mobile devices will have to pay over $1,500 per year to secure and manage its devices. That's just too expensive for most small businesses. 3CX Mobile Device Manager aims to make mobile device management a lot more affordable. As you can see, we're undercutting the competition by at least 70%. Another unique advantage that 3CX Mobile Device Manager has is that for most companies, the person that decides which phone system to purchase is also the person that decides about the mobile device management system. Added to that is the fact that mobile devices will increasingly be the endpoint of choice for a PBX, and so integration possibilities between the PBX software and the MDM software are numerous. Buying the MDM solution from your PBX vendor will therefore make sense. We hope to cross-sell 3CX Mobile Device Manager to our phone system customers, but also gain new phone system customers from our 3CX Mobile Device Management customers. And remember, 3CX Mobile Device Manager will only be sold through 3CX partners. We'll now take a look at the key features of the product, such as remote lock and remote wipe, enforcing a strong password policy, find and track, reviewing full location history, app management, remote administration, and more. With a remote lock feature, you can easily lock a mobile device that you suspect might be lost, stolen, or is being misused. Simply select the device, enter a PIN, and the device will lock itself, requiring the PIN set by the administrator to continue to use the device. If the device has been lost, it's best to wipe all the data and configuration off the device using the remote wipe feature. When triggering the remote wipe feature, an SMS is sent to ensure that the remote wipe takes place as soon as possible. This way, if the device is not connected to the data network, the wipe will still be done immediately. The device is returned to factory default settings, and the SD card is wiped too. As we said, securing mobile devices is one of the most important MDM features. One of the first things a company should do is ensure its devices have at least a password. With 3CX Mobile Device Manager, companies can enforce a strong password policy across their mobile devices and set the minimum password length, time lapse before a device auto-locks, and the maximum number of failed passwords. Companies can find and track their smartphones, tablets, and laptops easily as 3CX Mobile Device Manager leverages Google Maps to show their exact location. Locate where all employees are with mobile tracking. By knowing where employees are, companies can improve customer service by informing the customer as to the employee's exact whereabouts and estimated arrival time. On the other hand, if the customer needs something urgently, companies can respond by seeing which of their workers is nearest to the customer and reroute them accordingly. Besides the current location, you can review the location history and view the route that employees have taken. You can export the location history in log file format. Also, administrators can disable location tracking by groups. For instance, companies might not want to track the whereabouts of their office staff, but only track the whereabouts of their sales team. Administrators can message connected devices and use Google Maps to send locations to a device. When an employee opens the message, the location is displayed on the phone using Google Maps, allowing them to easily navigate to it. Application deployment is another important feature of 3CX Mobile Device Manager. With it, companies can easily install an app remotely to individual or groups of connected devices. Instead of taking physical control of the device or having to explain to the user how to install the application and then having to wait for him or her to do so, 3CX Mobile Device Manager just sends a link to install the application. If companies have confidential apps that they don't want to upload to Google Play or the Apple App Store, they can deploy them to their mobile devices directly. Administrators can quickly review all applications installed on all devices, including the version of the app. This allows an administrator to quickly scan for unauthorized apps or malware without having to check each phone individually, which can take forever, especially if a company has multiple mobile devices. If such an app is found, the administrator can remove it with a couple of mouse clicks. They can also monitor for games that waste company time and consume expensive data plans. Administrators can push the Wi-Fi configuration of remote networks onto devices, meaning that users have all the Wi-Fi settings without having to manually configure it themselves. Admins can also remove Wi-Fi configurations from single or multiple devices. This greatly eases the management of configuring Wi-Fi settings on multiple devices. We'll now take a look at the 3CX Mobile Device Manager roadmap and see some of the exciting new features that are on their way. We're integrating the popular Android app 3CX Droid Desktop into 3CX Mobile Device Manager. This allows administrators to remote control Android devices, manage files on connected devices, launch commands, and so much more. Another pioneering feature 3CX plans to integrate into 3CX Mobile Device Manager soon is Aquamail. This email client allows administrators to remotely configure corporate email for users, having full control over corporate email without affecting the user's personal emails. Companies can now delete all corporate emails as well as the attachments that are stored on the device when an employee leaves the company. This Android email client provides enterprise-style features at a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the administration effort. In addition to the hosted version, we're working on releasing a deployable version. This allows the customer to retain complete control of the software and their data. The on-site version of 3CX Mobile Device Manager will be available for Windows Server 2008 and up. As a backend, the customer will have to use Microsoft SQL Server, although for smaller installations, Microsoft SQL Express Edition, which is free, will suffice. 3CX Mobile Device Manager will monitor data usage of apps so as to avoid expensive data bills. For instance, if an employee is using the corporate mobile device for personal use and wasting the company's data plan on Facebook games, the administrator is alerted. Administrators will be notified when a device switches to roaming mode. Roaming charges are very expensive, and the roaming alert will stop a company from receiving a surprisingly huge telephone bill. When 3CX Mobile Device Manager detects a rooted phone, the administrators will be alerted. We'll now take a look at the channel strategy for 3CX Mobile Device Manager. 3CX Mobile Device Manager is only available to buy through 3CX partners. Where other MDM vendors sell direct, 3CX is a committed 100% channel company. We've seen how large the MDM market is. Therefore, 3CX Mobile Device Manager provides an excellent opportunity to increase your recurring income. Selling 3CX Mobile Device Manager is easy, as you can cross-sell to your already existing 3CX phone system customer base. All 3CX partners can now access their NFR key by logging into the 3CX Partner Portal and copying their NFR key into the Activate section within 3CX Mobile Device Manager. Partners that don't have an account should sign up. Registered partners are given a 10-device account, preferred partners a 25-device account, and premium partners a 50-device account. 3CX partners receive the same discounts as 3CX phone system on the hosted and on-site versions, and 3CX Mobile Device Manager licenses are purchased in the same way 3CX phone system licenses are purchased. The license is simply entered into the Activate section in the hosted 3CX Mobile Device Manager portal. Also take a look at the indicational hosted pricing at mobiledevicemanager.com/pricing. You can see here that it's extremely competitive. For more information on 3CX Mobile Device Manager, take a look at the site. You can also follow us on Facebook. If you haven't signed up, please do. Once you have, take a look at the Getting Started page. You can also see the pricing page, as well as the manual. If you need any assistance whatsoever, please contact your local account manager. Thanks for listening.